Borla, and this is what it looks like out of the box.
Oh, okay. So, hindi talaga siya polished.
Hindi talaga siya makintab.
It's not like a stainless steel, no?
It is stainless
I mean,
steel.
it's not the shiny.
What most people don't understand about stainless steel. It's not shiny to begin with. Like most things, you have to make it shiny.
Right. You have to polish it back.
Yeah, you have to polish it and stuff. So, after you polish it, it ends up looking like this. Ayan. Yun. Eh, kasi nga, itong problema eh. Pagkakalabas, sir, tunay ba to? Yung pangunang tanong, tunay ba to? Bakit pangit? Ito, yan naman, see, yan, madumi lahat. This thing is...
So it's really out of the factory?
Oh, it's really fresh out of the factory because I suppose the reasoning of the American is, di naman kita ito eh. What the hell? Why polish it? But
to speed up production, right? To speed up output.
So, ito, papapolish pa namin kaya lumalabas ganun kakintab.
I see.
So you have to polish the inside.
So this is polished.
Yeah, but there are some things that you will never get. Like ito, yung singit-singit dito, wala. Ito, hindi mo na mapapolish yan kahit kailan ito. Wala na yan. Wala na ito.
Right.
You can attempt to polish this, but there will still be areas there. Your machine cannot reach this part no more.
Right,
So wala na. Yun na yun.
So,
Yeah, ito yung seam line. Ito yung pinaka-seam line niya once it's polished out. Meron pa rin. May seam pa rin. You're basically polishing out the welds kasi. May maiiwan dyan. Ito, yung linya nan. Maiiwan talaga yan. Wala tayong magagawa dyan.
I get it.
So, that's the thing out of the box.
Right.
Dull and ugly.
Parang ano lang eh, tinadaan, brush lang siya eh. No?
Walang brush to.
Hindi,
Hindi brush kasi once this thing is stamped, ito na yun. Kasi stamping machine to eh.
Right.
And then, a machine folds it, a machine welds it, and ito na yun.
That's it na.
Ito yung when they get the material kasi it's in sheets eh. So ito yung talagang grain ng materials.
Ito yung grain ng
ano yun.
nila.
Kasi itong mga linya-linya ito, galing yan dun sa pagtupi.
Right. Right. Yan ang pala issue.
Yan, ito yung, yan yung mga marks na yan. Sa jig yan eh. Kung saan nakaipit eh. Ano, yung mga yan.
Right.
So paglabas, gas-gas talaga.
So you guys put an extra
500
effort
extra effort to make it pretty like that because that's
so
what
that it looks,
that's what people expect.
Right.
Because it's been there's more than one occasion that once we bring it out,
people question
na, tangina bakit ganyan?
Ang pangit. Hindi makintab.
But hindi na makintab. Tangina hindi. Ano magagawa? So wala.
Right.
So that's how it is. Every Borla out of the box looks like this. Well, except the high-end attack exhaust for, let's say, a Mustang. Yun, maganda talaga.
Like, out of the box.
Out of the box, maganda. But if it's universal mufflers like this, wala yun. Hindi rin talaga. Mass market na eh.
And these are all, same center and...
offset. Naka-offset siya.
Center and offset.
Ito,
Center.
Slight offset din to. It's not a totally centered offset because they offer different sizes. This one's, I think, 2 1/4 inch. This is a 2.5 inch. So, mas maliit.
So, they can't make sagad na sa gilid.
Kaya nga. Basta madami siyang size. May 2 inch, may 2.5 inch, 2 1/4 inch, 2 3 inch. It depends on anong meron.
And these are what? Newly delivered to you?
Yeah, just freshly delivered. These are freshly delivered. Yun nga these are tips. Comes in a plain white box. No nothing.
Right.
This is a puny tip for those who want to have it semi-stock looking.
Semi-stock.
We have bigger tips. Well, we have bigger tips like this. We have bigger tips like this. These ones.
Is this a Borla as well?
No, that's some generic tip.
Pero malaki siya.
Malaki siya.
This is what I got.
So the oval tip, that's a big one like that.
But this one's a round tip.
Yeah, this one's a small round tip. This one we usually put kasi sa mga pickups and stuff. For the ones. This one, CP. Wigo.
Sedan.
Vios.
Sa Altis to.
Yun. Let's say stock Altis and just want something a little bit different. Ito. Kasi may uka na rin eh. So, tama lang to. But like I said, the cost of buying it locally is more expensive than if I import it on my own.
When you import, how much do you have to get? How many pieces?
Normally I get around 10 per size.
Per size.
Per size.
It's like 2.5, 3 months.
Dalawa lang kinuha, usually 2.5 at saka 3 lang, that's it. Dami ng 10, and then it takes about a month and a half to get here, so at least every month may replenishing, yun lang. Like I said, pandemic-wise, madami nagpapakabit.
Unbelievable.
Oh, exactly. So, naubusan.
People as crazy as me.
Makes me, yes. Yeah. Yep, people as crazy as you.
With nothing better to do.
Well, not just you. There's a lot of you around. That's not the local prices, give or take,
2,000.
Yeah, 2,000. So give or take, shit, kung ganun yun, then that means it's 50% more expensive. Di ba? Malabas ganun.
But just so that you have inventory.
Yeah, well, like, it's very simple. Do you think all those people in Lazada and Shopee get K&N from me? Of course not. They import it on their own, and they basically make less money than I do on a per filter basis. They're happy to, siguro, kita lang, 400, 500, okay sa kanila. Ako hindi pwede ganun.
Right.
Same thing. Yeah, kasi sa US, what they do is distribution eh. If you're a big warehouse distributor, let's say a big eBay store, you order probably like 100 of these at a time.
They give it to you for better price.
So then Borla will give it to you, and Borla, K&N, MagnaFlow, anybody will give you bigger discounts, obviously with the more volume that you get. And these guys do it regularly, week in, week out. Ganun kadami na bebenta. Kaya, how can you beat that?
No, you can't.
You can't.
In terms of volume, we can't.
You really can't. Kasi quick check na lang, very simple. You look on eBay, these things are $100 a piece.
On eBay.
On eBay na yun So magkano yun? Lumalabas, 5.5 yun. 5.5. Saan mo nang padala? Landed mo dito, mga 7.60, which is basically the cost of this thing.
Landed cost.
Landed cost. So makes no difference if I import it or yun lang. Ito, nandito na. Instant meron. Can't afford to wait 2 weeks and shoo people away na, sorry, no stock of the 2 inches or the 2.5 inches.
Right.
So in a pinch, they're there to supply. Pero, sige, it makes more sense just in person on my own.
May Borla pala dito sa Pilipinas.
Meron.
They're I like the way it sounds.
Yeah. Borla's a very old company. So, if they suck, they won't be around this long.
Tama.
Ano lang naman yun eh. Like most everything, most of the exhaust manufacturers in America, Borla, MagnaFlow, there's actually a brand called Hooker Headers.
Hooker Headers?
Yeah, mostly V8s ang ginagawa. Old V8s. Yun. Cook's Headers. Yeah.
I think I heard of Cook. I heard of MagnaFlow.
MagnaFlow. And yung mga big name American manufacturers na basically stalwart na. I said Hooker Headers.
Hooker Headers.
Then of course with the recession now and everything in America, a lot of them are dying or starting to die. And one of the things that you can tell the difference with if you weigh these things, there's kasi obviously may mga napaparating na copy na Borla, mas magaan siya.
Yung copy ng Borla,
mas magaan siya. The pack, of course they make tipid on the packing. Yung bakal, ito, wala ka naman sanang titipid dito.
Kasi,
ito na yun eh. Kung ito yung kapal, yun na yun. So what you do is, yung packing material, titipirin mo.
What is this backed with? What fiber material kind of thing?
Fiber na ngayon. Once upon a time was asbestos. Ngayon, glass fiber daw eh. I haven't cut one up yet, so I really don't know. There's some people who have glass fiber cubes. And the steel wool, sometimes like that. No idea what they use anymore because of these environmental regulations that they keep changing.
Right. Ang pangit. Actually, ang pangit. I mean, if that's what you're just looking at, like, is it shiny, shimmery, splendid.
Mm.
It's definitely not
Not.
the box.
So if I bring you out this and I bring you out that,
Chances are
9 out of 10, ito yung fake.
sasabihin fake.
Oo.
Diba?
Yeah.
Pinakintab lang fake na.
Hindi, itong fake kasi di daw makintab.
I mean, yeah. Pinakintab lang, original. Pinakintab lang, yun yung original.
May unboxing naman sa YouTube, hindi naman pinapanood.
Right.
Yun.
The other one that you carry?
DC Sport, yan naman.
Is this it?
Yeah, but between that and this one, people buy this more now.
Why?
Kasi DC Sport, number one, they sumikat sila back in the 2000s in the Fast and Furious crowd. So, once upon a time, they had exhaust, headers, strut bars, intake. Ngayon, wala, they're...
Why were they featured in those movies?
Yeah.
DC was
You go back to the first Fast and the Furious. There was, I believe,
a sponsor or something.
basta may isang kotse dumaan, one of the characters, malaki, DC Sports sa tabi. Big time. But right now, I think their product line is dwindled down to, mufflers na lang.
But these are also like free flow mufflers.
Yeah, they're all free flow mufflers. So, and they have a really cheap muffler that's relegated to, pag sa US, Pep Boys, yun yung chipopoy na
Pep Boys?
Pep Boys.
Pep Boys.
Pep Boys. It's a big retail chain, pero pag punta ka doon at bumili ka ng accessories doon, parang Jologs. Jologs na chain nila. So, that's where they sell most of these things now.
But in terms of performance,
Shit, wala.
same lang din.
Wala. But if it's just a muffler nowadays, and let's say your car, kung kinabit mo yan, lumakas ba?
Hindi.
Yun. See, tunog lang at saka forma.
Lumakas na loob ko. Pero,
Ayan nga. Any car basically beyond 2004, kasi 3 na rin onward, you change the muffler. Absolutely no horsepower gain whatsoever.
But what you did to my other Altis, that one was noticeable. Like,
Madami na kasi
headers.
if you do the
headers,
yeah.
to mid-pipe, to the exhaust.
If you do the whole thing,
we
yeah.
flashed it back.
Pag ganun meron.
So, I did notice a difference in where the power was. Instead of it being like in the low 2000, it was like at the 4000.
Yeah.
Pero, ang lakas niya doon.
Kasi ganun yun eh. Exhaust naman, you have to understand, the exhaust flow is not constant. At 152,000 RPM, mahina yung flow. So the pipe is still adequate.
Right.
So most of the exhaust always make power.
At the low.
No, mid to high. Mid to high.
And we say mid to high, that's what, 4 to 6?
4 to 6. Doon nag-rate. Because doon matuli yung exhaust eh. That's where the flow comes out really fast. As compared to you just idling out there.
Right.
So that's where the bigger exhaust, bigger headers come in when you needed the flow at a high RPM. At low RPM, wala. Wala lang yun. Yung intake ang may pakialam doon sa low RPM that you feel immediately from the get-go.
The intake.
Intake.
But I took your advice. I didn't get I got a drop in.
Yeah, if you have a drop in, that's fine.
Yeah. I don't think. I mean, I was just thinking about it. It doesn't jump at me that there will be any huge difference.
Not exactly. Ramdam enough difference. Ramdam meaning another
Para sa measurement lang, doon mo lang makikita.
Another 1.5 to 2 horse. Some people can feel it, some people don't.
Okay.
I'm not one of those people. Personally, my personal gauge is dapat 3 horses and above yun, ramdam ko yun. Pag nararamdam ko yun, sigurado yung 3 horses.
You had the term for that. A measurement based on field.
Tantiameter.
Based on the tantiameter. Wala based on tantiameter.
Yung pagtatansya ko, medyo mahina eh. May ibang tao malakas tumansya eh.
Ramdam nila eh, no?
Ganun lang. I've talked to some people who swear that they can feel a difference in how their engine runs when they change oil brands.
Oh, they do?
Oo. Ako na parang, seryoso ba yan? Pero ito, kumakarera, kaya malamang, sige fine, your ass is better than mine.
Pero you don't, personally you don't.
Wala. Oil brand to oil brand, feel a change? None.
Ay, sabi mo, iba yung viscosity, iba yung
I tried the uber expensive motor oil. I tried the cheap mineral oil. Ay, ganun din naman yung pakiramdam. Huwag lang pinagkaan na
Important thing is you take care of your engine.
Some people may feel, some people don't. I'm not one of those people with a great feeling ass.
Great feeling.
That's a term that they use to describe most racing drivers. Magaling makiramdam yung your buttometer is pretty good because your buttometer tells you how fast you're going and your buttometer can tell you kung tatama na yung puwet ng kotse mo sa barrier. That's the buttometer.
And this one is...
That's another Borla also, but it's a cylindrical one. So those are...
yung parang mga HKS style.
That's the one for people, for bata who wants louder sound.
So that's louder than it.
That's louder than this one, because yun nga, all of this stuff inside here is filled with packing material. Yeah, muffling material. So obviously that one has less muffling material than this one.
Pero meron pa rin.
Meron pa rin.
This space, that's
meron
what
pa
it
rin.
is.
It's that space there. Meron pa rin.
Okay.
So more muffling material means more quiet.
No, I'm not old. But
No, you're not that old.
But I'm also not that young.
Okay.
But I'm okay with this. Actually, I was okay with the other one. Yung una. My other car. Where we removed the catalytic converters. But I couldn't take it without the rest. That I couldn't take.
That means you're old.
No. That was with this.
That means you're old, dude.
But when I put the Resso, the
silencer,
they put it back. It was okay. It was power.
Okay, you're old enough.
Old enough. Old enough.
Pag bata kasi, gusto ko maingay. Ano ba pwede gawin para umingay? Tanggalin natin yung muffler, iingay. Sige, we've had a few instances like that. Bata, tanggal no muffler, no nothing. Comes back the next day, nagreklamo yung either nanay, girlfriend, o asawa.
Tatlo lang yun.
Nanay, girlfriend. Yun na yun. Tapos, balik siya, gastos siya ulit.
Right.
Pero nung unang kami, pagbira, puta, ganda. Next day, nangyari? Wala, sir. Ayaw na yung mati. Wala. Magkano yung sa ano pa pwede gawin? Gusto ko, balik natin yung stock para tumahimik. Huwag naman daw yun.
Nangihinayan din naggastos ano
Kaya nga but there are some naman, like what we did was header and straight pipe just a Borla.
Yeah.
With the caveat that if you find it too noisy, we have a mid silencer, a generic silencer like this one. This one.
Yeah. Okay.
Pasadya talaga ako ng ganyan.
This is
It's just a basically mid silencer or resonator or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Yan na yun.
Sa jam yan.
Pasadya yan. I have it in 1.5, 1 and 75 inch size and 2 inch size because most of the people who request these things are the kids nga who have the small ass civic, small ass city.
Kumalik lang yung, di ba the cities are like 1 inch lang yan?
Mga 1.7, depending what city, what generation, it's anywhere from 1.5 to 175.
I think the late 90s, ang 1.5 lang.
Maliit lang yun. Yung mga civic na, yung type 3, maliit lang yun. I know this is 1.5, 1.35 ata yun or something. Ayun, basta pag tumahimik, dagdag na ganyan.
Pag pag umingay.
Pag nagreklamo,
Then
they're forced to buy that.
para sa akin, di ba, ginagawa ng Honda.
Honda, tapos yung
Naging
Toyota. So, Honda silencer, no match with Toyota engine.
Doesn't work.
Yep, doesn't work. Lost power.
There was.
There was power loss. Binalik na natin, support eh.
Binalik natin yung
Toyota.
Yung Toyota
Buhay na.
These are for the bigger ones.
Yeah, those mostly put on,
Fortuners.
Kasi SUV. And then, depende dun sa cutout ng kotse, like there's a Subaru WRX over there, where it's stock dual muffler. The cutout is pretty much good shape for that.
Oval shape.
It's oval shape, so tama lang yan. Not too, well, still looks a bit decent pa rin. Not obnoxious, not racing obnoxious pag oval.
Ano ba yung racing of no?
Yung malaki na yung lata.
Yung
Yung like the HKS one. Like
ganito lang yung...
yung ganyan lang. It's just, there's no rolling, there's no nothing. It's just basically a flat sheet.
Right.
It's a round sheet tube. That's it. Yun yung obnoxious.
Post naman.
Kaya nga. That means we old. If you don't find that pretty anymore, matanda ka na.
Parang meron, binog sa Honda.
Yan! Ganyan. Yeah, actually more of this one yung sa Chevrolet. Yan! Di ba? So, racing itsura.
Ito kasi may
May
elegance.
Yep, exactly. In fairness, that thing's cheap.
You get a 3.5-inch pipe. Diba?
Yeah.
4-inch pipe.
Yeah, 4-inch pipe. Then, as you can see, there's not a lot of muffling material.
No, it's like half an inch.
Yeah. So basically, it's a straight pipe. So it's loud, which is what kids want. Don't sound that great, obviously.
They associate loud with fast.
With fast.
Which is
And
not necessarily.
yep. Yeah, naman. You can be loud, you can be fast, and actually quiet. Pero, gumawa rin kami minsan na gusto ayaw daw niya maingay sila as sound as possible for may performance. So, sige. So, we did one with Borla muffler like this one and a really big custom silencer. Bumalik kinabukasan, masyado daw tahimik.
One of the bigger ones of these.
Free Muff actually does custom silencers and so we have them do some of our stuff of custom. Haba, ganun kahaba. Parang puno yung buong gitna. So, wala, ayaw.
The whole thing is a silencer.
The whole thing is basically a silencer, then there's a muffler. Wala. Masyado daw tahimik, ayaw niya, ganun.
Ayaw niyang gawin.
Sabi niya, kala ko ba, gusto mo tahimik? Huwag naman ganun katahimik. Putagis. Wala.
Ayaw, hindi na gusto nga.
So wala, I had to get rid of that, make it smaller, para umingay. Yan, okay na daw. Nakakantok daw pag tahimik. Ay, nako. Wala.
I think these sakto lang if you don't take out these ones.
Yeah, this
If
one.
you don't take out the
So most of the time, pag they ask for a full exhaust, so I quote them the price of a full exhaust, and kung may mas mura pa, sabi ko, pwede, mas mura. We don't change the mid-pipe anymore. We just keep it.
the original name.
Oh, the original mid-pipe. We change the header, we change the muffler, then we knock off another 3,000-4,000 bucks because we don't have to make the mid-pipe anymore. Baka wala pa rin tunog. Kabis muna natin. Pag masyadong tahimik para sa'yo, then you can spend for the mid-pipe.
Right.
It's half-half actually.
Right.
Half-half. Half people are happy with the sound, half people kulang daw eh. Oh, yun, sige, then you spend on the mid-pipe.
But it's quiet enough. I mean, well, what do you think?
Kaya nga, you old.
Hindi, pero ikaw, personally, what do you think? Like with just this, you keep your resonator, you keep your catalytic converter.
Personally, me, I would keep the mid-pipe stock, yeah. I keep the mid-pipe stock. I'm happy with that already. And yun nga, I don't need to spend for first, if I'm not the owner of the shop, I just go like that. If, let's say, your pipe there. If I change your mid-pipe, I will change it to the same size as stock.
Right.
In my view, papalitan mo lang, ganun din yung size. Pero kung papapalitan yan.
Huwag na lang.
Oo. Ang reason lang ng tao, para masabi nila na full exhaust. Sige. It's not as if the stock exhaust is not a full exhaust to begin with.
But if you change the headers, kept the original mid-pipe,
May power.
may power.
May power yun.
May power.
Most of the headers that we develop are done with the notion that you will change the header and nothing else.
Okay.
Yes, minimal spending. So you just change this one, almost no change in sound, you get extra power.
Right.
You don't even have to change the muffler.
Kasi
Wala, gusto full exhaust. Sige, full exhaust. Sige, okay na.
Ako lang, that's what I did. I came in, I got your headers, and then the next day I came in, I'm like,
Need muffler.
give me a muffler. And then the next day I came in and like put the resonator on. Almost sounds like you're talking about me.
You're the typical person that we get here.
Right.
Not old, not young, somewhat learned, does research before you actually do stuff, and
Well,
actually listens.
Now I know better. Look what I'm doing
Oh,
tomorrow.
kaya nga, so now I know better. Kasi may tao na, tinuruan ko na, nandyan na, ginawa na niya, kinakalimutan lahat.
Inulit pa.
Oo. But, to be fair about it, it's very simple. Pag mahilig ka sa kotse, you are probably the role number 4, hindi nakikinig sa teacher, laging late, laging absent, hindi nag-aaral, hindi nakikinig, hindi nag-homework. Ang atupag mo is to be 16 years old when you get your learner's permit para magkakotse ka, and basketball.
And basketball.
So that sort of student carries over pag
Right.
in their adulthood.
Right.
Research ka ng research, naintindihan mo ba rin yung research mo?
Well, you know, that's not me.
No, that's not
That's
you.
not me. But admittedly, I did experiment with, you know, the headers and
That's the experimentation is fine. What I'm saying is,
I mean,
yung psychological makeup ng lalaki na ganyan, ganun talaga. Nagtatanong siya, sinabi mo na yung sagot, pass dito, labas dito, kasi hindi rin nila yung sinabi mo.
right.
Ganun talaga. Then, the time that I've asked this question to pretty much everyone who comes here, pretty much spot on. Yun nga. Then I do my lecture here. Diba? Pumasa kayo ng thesis, pumasa kayo ng chemistry. Yes, yes sir. Naalala niyo to? Ang sagot lagi sa akin, sir, absent ako dyan eh. O kaya,
Hindi ko
hindi ko na malala eh. Baksak ko sa test na yan eh. Ganun lagi sagot eh. So, given that psychological makeup, and it's not a body kit, it's not wheels, it's somewhat technical. And it's full of English terms. Yung Pilipino, pag nakarinig nyo, punta, so hindi na agad eh.
Ayaw na yan.
Oo. Kaya, so in some parts, I understand it, but of course, it's a little bit frustrating too. Sinabi mo, in-explain mo na, hindi pa rin nakukuha. How much more do you need to explain it? Tapos babalik, in-explain na, then, few months later, yun natin ulit yung tanong. Wala. That's really how it is. The bad part now, I have a YouTube channel. Watch this video. Then he'll ask questions that have been raised on the video itself. Hindi mo pinanood.
Actually, trying to get power out of my 1.6. And it just hit me. Why don't I just get a 2.0 for
Okay.
power?
Yeah.
So that's exactly what I did.
Ay, naku, kulit mo nga. Tapos siguro hindi ka nakamali.
No, but I was looking at yung Cube, 3.5
Oh.
Cube. There's some that are a bit cheaper
Yeah.
than this, no? I don't know, na-intimidate lang ako sa size. You know, I'm not that old. I don't want to look like, I don't know.
Then you buy 20-inch wheels and lower it.
Diba? I actually thought
Oh,
that.
diba?
I did
Company na naka-bling. Iba yun.
20-inch
Slant. Malupit na itsura, nakaslant, tapos matulin. Kasi matulin na siya out of the box.
Right,
So,
right,
ayun.
right.
Ayan.
Right. And I did look at a few. A couple actually.
Kaya nga. Ay wala. Tanga, baksak mo yung Altis pa rin.
Yun na naman, hindi nakinig.
Oo, hindi nakinig. Yun na nga eh. Sinasabihin ka na ng anong tama, hindi ka rin nakinig. Tigas ulo talaga.
Tapos nandito na naman sa studio.
Oo nga, kaya nga eh. Can you not go to any other goddamn shop?
No! I like it here. Can you blame me? I mean, you know, you guys do a decent, you know, better than decent job. They listen, they tell you what's up. And I posted, I said, I don't want to go anywhere. Ang hirap eh. No, really. You go to a place you don't know, and then you ask them to do things, and then you don't know what they're doing, and they don't take the time to tell you what they're doing or to explain.
Well, the explanation part naman, I would credit to na, let's say, any other muffler shop. Gusto ko ng exhaust. Pagkano? Tapos ang itsura. Sir, ito, ganyan. Sige, do it. Without no explanation, nothing. Pag humina or may problema, bakit ganun? Kaya ako, you just
did what you wanted.
Oh, you just did what you wanted. Tapos, these guys naman kasi, well, obviously, when I talk to customers and all that, nakikinig din. Hindi sa yung basta, I do it in ganyan. They know the logic of why it's done, how it's done, and most importantly, bakit ito, hindi iyan.
Tama.
Which, kung yung piyari ng shop, hindi ma-explain ng ganyan, hindi lang bakit ginagawa ng ganyan, yung tao niya, hindi rin niya alam.
Tama.
And then we have the dyno here, so immediately makikita na.
Define.
The stuff that they work on, pag dinayno, ayan, may lakas. Ito tama. Tapos meron din sila nakikita na pag may ginawa, support, ito, support.
They know exactly.
They know.
They know the result.
Yes, immediately meron.
Quantify the result.
Hindi yung feedback ng customer na humina yung hatak tapos ganyan. In the world of car performance, customer feedback is actually one of the most unreliable and useless things pagdating sa ganun.
Oh, without any real measurement.
May ingay na humumungtok-tok, rak-rak-rak-rak. Ay, nako, walang kwentang, you can point to me, walang kwenta mo sa akin yun. Over the phone, tapos minsan pa, sir, pakinggan nyo sa phone, puta, wala nang kwenta yan.
Oh, they do that?
Pwede mo pakinggan sa phone yung tunog ng makina ko? Tangin na, wala, hindi. I will not be able to know what's wrong just by listening to your engine on the phone. That doesn't work that way.
You have to come and bring it.
You really have to come and bring it, and I have to listen. The same way na yung sa doctor, you talk to your doctor, the doctor will still tell you to come to the hospital and have yourself checked out.
Right.
Ganun yun. Tapos may pa nga, sir, video na lang. Yung video, useless din yun.
Wala rin.
Wala rin, because it's nowhere near accurate.
Right.
Tapos yun, binibidyo mo nga to, kailangan ko makita yung kabilang kanto. Wala rin yun. So, poof, di ba?
Oo.
Ito nga naman, pamparitas to.
What is this? A Strada?
Strada, the new one. Yeah.
That's the new one.
That's the new one.
Kasama yung cover ng
Obviously, aftermarket na yan. Made na tayo. Camper shell ba? No
I
idea.
don't know.
Anyway.
Like 2020 bago.
2019, 2020 na. Anyway, now we can eat.
Oh, sige.
Sige, let's go.
Saan tayo?
Diyan, sa Chinese restaurant. Do this one.